Kill the weak version of yourself, embrace your true power. Right now, you are standing at a crossroads. One path is familiar, easy, and comfortable, but it leads nowhere. The other is uncertain, filled with challenges, yet it holds the key to unlocking your true potential. Which will you choose? The weak version of yourself whispers excuses. Tomorrow is a better day to start. But tomorrow never comes. Comfort is a lie, and every moment you hesitate, you stay trapped in mediocrity. The great Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, knew this truth: strength is not found in words, but in action. If you've ever felt stuck, afraid of failure, or caught in endless procrastination, it's time to break free. It's time to destroy the weak version of yourself and build the unstoppable force you were meant to be. Fire don't just consume wisdom, live it. Take action now. What's one thing you've been avoiding? Do it. The first step to transformation starts today. Not tomorrow, not later, now. Two paths: choose growth or stay stagnant. Every person, at some point in life, reaches a crossroads, a moment where they must choose between two distinct paths. The old path, comfortable, easy, familiar, but leading to stagnation. The new path, uncertain, challenging, uncomfortable, but the only road to real growth. Which path are you walking today? Imagine a man who had everything: wealth, status, a loving family, only to lose it all in an instant. His world crumbled, leaving him broken and lost. In that moment, he had a choice: drown in self-pity or rise from the ashes. Many would succumb to despair, blaming fate, others, or even themselves. But this man chose differently. Instead of clinging to his past, he destroyed the weaker version of himself and forged a new identity, one built on resilience, discipline, and strength. This transformation did not come easily. He had to confront every excuse, every comfort, every habit that had kept him weak. He abandoned his self-destructive tendencies, refused to be defined by his failures, and embraced the discomfort of change. With every disciplined action, he grew stronger, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. He realized that suffering was not his enemy, stagnation was. This is the essence of Stoicism. The world does not owe us comfort, nor does it promise fairness. What it does offer is a choice: to remain as we are, or to become something greater. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." How often do we allow circumstances to dictate our lives? How many times have we let fear, laziness, or self-doubt stop us from becoming who we are meant to be? We complain about our situation, yet refuse to change. But here's the hard truth: no one is coming to save you. You are responsible for your own transformation. If you are tired of feeling stuck, if you know deep down that you are capable of more, then this is your moment. Right now, you stand at your own crossroads. The question is, will you choose to evolve, or will you stay the same? Drop a comment below: which path are you choosing today, the easy road or the road of growth? Let's talk about it. Fire if you're ready to embrace the Stoic mindset, hit that subscribe button and take the first step toward real strength. The deception of comfort, how it kills your potential. Your brain is not designed for greatness, it is designed for survival. It craves comfort, avoids discomfort, and whispers seductive lies. You can start tomorrow. You deserve to rest. Why struggle when you can stay safe? But here's the brutal truth: comfort is not your friend, it is your greatest enemy. It is the silent killer of dreams, the trap that keeps you stagnant while making you believe you are content. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You could be good today, but instead, you choose tomorrow." How many times have you postponed your goals, telling yourself you'll begin when the timing is right? When you have more motivation? When life becomes less stressful? Yet, days turn into weeks, weeks into years, and nothing changes. Comfort has sedated you. Think about it, the moments that shaped you the most were never the easy ones. They were the struggles, the times you doubted yourself but kept going, the times you wanted to quit but didn't. True strength is not built in moments of ease, it is forged in discomfort. A warrior does not become strong by resting. A philosopher does not gain wisdom by avoiding difficult thoughts. And you will not reach your full potential by seeking comfort over challenge. The Stoics understood this. They deliberately trained their minds and bodies to endure hardship, fasting, exposing themselves to the cold, sleeping on hard floors, not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they knew that comfort weakens, and struggle strengthens. Now, ask yourself, are you truly in control of your life, or are you a prisoner of your comfort? Do you want to break free, or will you continue to delay your growth? You already know the answer. So destroy your comfort before it destroys you. Get up. Take action. Choose discomfort, because that is where your greatness lies. Drop a comment below. What's one area of your life where comfort is holding you back? Let's break through it together. The 3 signs of weakness, how to break free. Weakness does not announce itself with a roar. It whispers, seduces, and convinces you that inaction is acceptable. It disguises itself as logic, caution, or self-care, but in reality, it is the silent force that keeps you trapped in mediocrity. According to Stoic philosophy, weakness manifests in 3 powerful ways. 1. Procrastination, the art of self-sabotage disguised as logic. I'll do it later. Now isn't the right time. I just need to prepare more. Sound familiar? Procrastination is not laziness, it is the mind's way of avoiding discomfort. It tricks you into believing that delaying action is a rational decision. You tell yourself you need more information, more motivation, or a perfect starting point. But the perfect moment never comes. Seneca warned against this illusion, stating, "While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away." Think about how many opportunities you've lost because you told yourself you weren't ready. How many goals have you pushed aside because starting felt overwhelming? The truth is, action creates readiness. Waiting does not. The Stoics believed in starting now, no matter how imperfect the conditions. Life is unpredictable, tomorrow is not guaranteed. The only moment you truly own is this one. So, ask yourself, what is one thing you've been putting off? What would happen if you stopped waiting and took the first step today? 2. Self-doubt, the fear of failure and judgment. How many times have you questioned your ability? How often have you worried about what others think? Self-doubt is the invisible chain that keeps you small. It convinces you that you need confidence before you act. But this is a lie. Confidence is not a prerequisite, it is a result of action. No one is born fearless. The greatest warriors, thinkers, and leaders felt fear. The difference? They acted despite it. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is choosing to move forward anyway. Epictetus taught that external opinions are outside our control. What truly matters is our own judgment of ourselves. If we allow the fear of others' opinions to dictate our actions, we are no longer living for ourselves, we are prisoners of their expectations. So, consider this. If you had no fear of judgment, what would you do differently? What if failure wasn't something to avoid, but a stepping stone to success? 3. Excuses, the chains of weakness. I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm too busy. Excuses are the lies we tell ourselves to justify inaction. They sound reasonable, even logical. But at their core, they are nothing more than self-imposed limitations. Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire, led armies, and wrote one of the most profound philosophical works in history, all while facing immense personal struggles. He never claimed to be too busy to improve himself. If a man burdened with the weight of an empire could find time for growth, what excuse do we have? Seneca warned of imagined suffering, the habit of worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. We tell ourselves we will fail before we even begin. We assume the worst, creating barriers where none exist. So, let's be honest. What excuses have you been making? What would happen if you stopped rationalizing and simply acted? Breaking free from weakness. The Stoics did not believe in waiting for motivation. They believed in discipline, action, and facing reality head-on. Weakness is not a permanent state, it is a habit. And like any habit, it can be broken. So, which of these weaknesses is holding you back? Procrastination? Self-doubt? Excuses? Drop a comment below and let's confront them together. Rocket, the time for action is now. Your future self is waiting. Transforming your mindset, becoming an unbreakable version of yourself. Your mind is the battlefield. Weakness is not in your body, but in your thoughts. If you want to become stronger, more disciplined, and unshakable, you must first master your mind. The Stoics understood this deeply. Transformation is not about waiting for the right conditions, it is about forging yourself into the person you need to be. So how do you shift from hesitation to action? From fear to resilience? From comfort to strength? It begins with how you think, what you say, and what you do. 1. Change your language, reprogram your identity. Words are powerful. The way you speak about yourself determines how you see yourself, and ultimately, how you behave. Most people say, I want to be disciplined. I wish I had more willpower. I hope I can be stronger. These are weak statements. They assume discipline, willpower, and strength are external things you need to acquire, rather than traits you already have. But the truth is, transformation happens the moment you stop wanting and start being. Instead, say, Fire, I am disciplined. Fire, I am strong. Fire, I am capable of overcoming anything. When you speak this way, you are not waiting for change, you become the change. This simple shift forces your brain to align with your identity. And when your identity shifts, your actions follow. Think about it. How do you describe yourself? Are your words empowering you or limiting you? What if you started speaking like the person you want to become? 2. The 3-minute rule. Kill procrastination immediately. Your brain is wired to resist discomfort. It wants to avoid effort. This is why you hesitate, overthink, and delay action. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. The Stoics believed in immediate action. Seneca warned, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The solution? The 3-minute rule. If something takes less than 3 minutes, Do it now. Need to reply to a message? Do it now. Need to put away your clothes? Do it now. Need to make an important decision? Do it now. By taking immediate action, you train your brain to move instead of hesitate. You eliminate procrastination before it even begins. Now ask yourself, how many small tasks are piling up because you delay them? What would happen if you started executing immediately instead of thinking? 3. Voluntary hardship. Strengthen your mind through discomfort. Comfort is a trap. The modern world has made everything easy: food, entertainment, even social validation. But the more comfortable you are, the weaker you become. The Stoics understood this well. That's why they actively sought discomfort. They knew that if you train yourself to endure suffering voluntarily, you will never fear it when it arrives unexpectedly. Here's how you can build this resilience. Fire cold showers teaches you to embrace discomfort instead of avoiding it. Fire fasting trains your mind to control cravings and detach from instant gratification. Fire physical training builds endurance, discipline, and mental fortitude. Fire negative visualization. Imagine losing everything you love. It sounds dark, but it prepares your mind for adversity and makes you grateful for what you have. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that life is fleeting, and true strength comes from being prepared for anything. So, ask yourself, when was the last time you deliberately made yourself uncomfortable? Do you control your desires, or do they control you? If you lost everything tomorrow, would you still have the strength to move forward? Your mind is your greatest weapon. Most people live at the mercy of their emotions. They react instead of act. They wait instead of create. They hope instead of decide. But you are not most people. You are here because you want to be stronger. You want to be resilient. You want to take control. And it starts now. Rocket drop a comment below. What is one weakness you will eliminate today? True power lies in mastering your inner world. There is one battle that matters more than any other, the battle within yourself. The world will always be chaotic, unpredictable, and filled with challenges beyond your control. But your mind? That is yours to command. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Think about that for a moment. Most people live their lives reacting to circumstances, allowing their emotions to be dictated by things they cannot change. But the strong, the truly resilient, understand that real power does not come from controlling the world. It comes from controlling yourself. So, how do you take back that power? How do you become the unshakable version of yourself? 1. Weak people focus on what they cannot control, strong people master themselves. The weak complain about the economy, the government, or how unfair life is. They let a rude comment ruin their day. They give their emotions away to circumstances they have no say in. The strong? They focus on what they can control. You can't control how people treat you, but you can control how you respond. You can't control the past, but you can control what you do next. You can't stop every problem from happening, but you can control your mindset in facing them. The difference between those who succeed and those who suffer isn't luck, it's focus. Where are you placing yours? Now ask yourself, are you spending energy on things you cannot change? What would happen if you redirected that energy to improving yourself instead? 2. Kill the weaker version of yourself. There is a version of you that is lazy, that makes excuses, that waits for the right time, that seeks comfort instead of growth. That version of you must die. If you want to change your life, you must be ruthless with your old habits. Burn them down. Stop identifying with the weaker version of yourself. Every time you hear that voice whispering, "I'll start tomorrow," kill it. Every time you find yourself hesitating, act immediately. Ask yourself, who would you be if you let go of your excuses? What habits are keeping you weak? Are you ready to destroy them? 3. Stop seeking comfort, seek strength instead. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Your brain is wired to keep you safe, to avoid pain, to seek the path of least resistance. But the truth is, the more comfortable you are, the weaker you become. The Stoics knew this well. That's why they practiced voluntary discomfort. They slept on the floor to remind themselves that luxury is not necessary. They fasted to train themselves to endure hunger. They prepared for hardship before it arrived, so nothing could break them. What are you doing to build resilience? Are you pushing yourself daily, or are you hiding behind comfort? 4. Your mindset determines your strength. Everything you do begins with a thought. Weak thoughts create weak actions. Strong thoughts create strong results. If you believe you are weak, you will act weak. If you believe you have no control, you will live as a victim. If you believe you are unbreakable, nothing can stop you. The strongest people in history, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, were not born powerful. They trained their minds to be unstoppable. And you can do the same. Start by changing the way you think. Fire, I control my reactions, nothing controls me. Fire, pain is temporary. Strength is forever. Fire, I refuse to be weak. Now, what about you? Are you willing to change your mindset? Will you keep making excuses, or will you take control?